Okay. Phew, sorry, I was in a bit of a panic there because Windows got updated and the monitor hadn't activated to say that everything else was working. But no, it's all good. It's all good. It's just a little bit on the warm side as well. So, which is why I wasn't streaming yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday was fun. So I sort of run my own website, do a bit of amateur coding here and there to sort of help run that because of just the stuff I do. And yeah, I forgot. My brain was so addled yesterday because of the heat. I forgot to put it in the testing environment, and I sent a lot of gibberish out to Blue Sky, it's like, boom, there's nothing showing up in the testing environment. Must be a bug. Tappy, 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 tap. Send again. Another one. That's a bit of an interesting pickle. Tappy, tappy, tap, bing, bing, bing. Why is that not working? Let's have a break. Have a look on Blue Sky. No. Yeah, I was sending them live like a twit. But yeah, that's exactly the sort of how frazzled my brain gets when it's the heat. So a little bit of nausea as well. Although the nausea wasn't too bad. It was just more the brain fog and the two together. It's like it's basically heat exhaustion. Though generally for me, the nausea tends to be the most prominent symptom from it. It's not life-threatening, which is good, but it is unpleasant. It's just basically, obviously, it is quite warm at this point in the gut. I see I'm struggling my words there. It is quite warm in this part of the country, specifically in London, obviously, which is where I live. The average temperature has been around sort of 30, 32 outside. And obviously, I do have the curtains closed and I do have a couple of fans and stuff running on me. I have my spray bottle to cool me down, which is freaking lifesaver, this thing. So if you see me just doing that, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just cooling myself down. Problem is, it's drying out really, really quickly. It's like spray. Dry. So the reason why I'm mentioning this is obviously we are really getting to that time of the year when we can't really call it a heat wave. It's just more of a very hot summer. So standard rule because of that is I've had to introduce. I'm not doing it, but for my own benefit and for my computers, the weak gaming streams at the last moment could be postponed. Now, generally speaking, I will know roughly just after lunchtime whether or not it's going to be a day that I just can't focus and I'm feeling nauseous, because that's when the temp really hits its highest, and also by that point I've probably had some lunch, and if that doesn't help it out, then I know I'm just going to be freaking wrecked, because it also impacts on my sleep as well, obviously, because if the ambient air temperature in the evenings doesn't drop low enough, I don't sleep properly, I'm sweating buckets and everything else like that. So the Friday streams, the bring your own, and I will do the blurb intro in a second, is a lot more passive as well. It's like essentially it's just me sitting back, metaphorically watching the TV, having a bit of a chin wag. So those will probably still go on, but again, if it gets bad, there is also that risk that they could go as well. So just as a sort of heads up for the future and in general. Now, for anybody, time for the usual blurby bit, for anybody who hasn't joined me or this is your first time on the channel, our Friday watch-alongs are called BYOC, Bring Your Own Copy. It's the way I found to get around the whole copyright stuff, because essentially we're not watching it on stream. We're watching our own copy and we're sharing a chat, reactions, commentary, whatever you want to call it. To help facilitate that, there is, and I always get this wrong because I have to look on the camera, there we go, it's right there, is the sync timer. I start that when we start the episode after a 5-second countdown, and that tells you roughly where we are and within a few seconds of what episode we're watching. Then I can just reset it, start it, reset, start, restart, whatever I want. And obviously because of that, there is no audio or video being shown from what we watch, because essentially it's just a way of getting around the copyright stuff. It's because there's, I'm not sharing it. So yeah, it's basically just a chat channel. Now I know there are some streamers and stuff like that who can get around it with doing that whole stuff with private watching and editing, but I simply do not have the time to edit my streams afterwards. It's a one-person operation. Well, one person is Kat, who may or may not make an appearance tonight, but it sucks. To get a decent editor costs a fair amount of cash, and rightly so, because they can make or break a channel. Like, how many times have you watched it? I mean, like for example, Fallout tonight. You've been watching it thinking, that's been some good editing just to make things look extra crisp. Now, speaking of Fallout, we are on episode 5 and 6 tonight. So we are just starting the halfway point. There is 8 episodes in the season. I'm not exactly sure when season 2 will be coming out, but I know they finished recording it. So they're probably not the post-production stage and the editing, and adding all the SFX and all that stuff that's just to make the show just look chef's kiss. There might be some scene reshoots they have to do, things like that. But what's the time? Is it principal recording? I think I saw that they have finished that. There's also very strong, but obviously not confirmed because they can't say yes or no either way yet, rumours of season 3. Generally when the first season of a show does really, really well, I've noticed, there's a very good chance it will get a 3rd season. Now, if the 2nd season does very, very well, and I think it will, if they continue along the path that they're doing, then yeah, I'd be very surprised if it doesn't do, doesn't go into a 3rd season. I'm not saying it will, but I'd be very surprised if it doesn't. Mainly because the actors in this have just been absolutely amazing. Walton Goggins, Ella Purnell, and I really should try to remember his name. The dude who's playing Maximus. They are freaking great characters. Now, because of the games that this show is based on, I do have to put out a sort of little bit of a content warning if you're watching this yourself. Some things that you will see in this are a little bit on the unpleasant side. Now, this is not necessarily bad. It's not particularly graphic, but there are definitely a few things that will make... I like to think I've got a pretty strong stomach for this kind of thing. It make me go, ooh. And, specifically like in the early seasons, because they were keeping track of... they were keeping it close to what the game feels like. And as I mentioned last week, this is one of the few game to show adaptations, I suppose you could call it, that just, it gets the right vibe to it. Like, it's not trying to recreate the game, but it's in the same spirit of it. Like, there'll be a couple of scenes, like where, for example, I think it was episode 2, where the ghoul character shoots off a bullet, and it follows the bullet as it's doing this little zzz towards a target in exactly the same way like they do when you get a critical hit in Fallout. Well, specifically Fallout 4, because obviously it's set roughly the same sort of time frame. The suits are just spot on. They've got references to, like, hell, when we first meet Lucy, she is literally reading out her character sheet that you would get from making the game. And it was a brilliant way of introducing the character, showing off the lore of the world, plus saying that, yeah, this is going to be believable that she can survive in the wilderness because she's got some skills. She just doesn't have any experience. And it's like, it just gets... There's a reason why this show's done really, really well. Because they get in the spirit of it. Okay, so that's enough of me waffling. I'm going to have a quick sup of my cranberry juice, as I seem to have gotten into a tradition of drinking this on Fridays. Also, it's good to keep yourself hydrated. I have had my electrolyte drink, which has been very, very helpful in stopping the brain fog from the heat. Dampens the nausea a little bit. Oh, that's good. That would be... I should get some ice. Right, okay. So, the way I do things is I do a 5-second lead in, and I'll press the tracker timer, the sync timer, and play. Ready to go? Right, here we go. Now, this episode is called The Past. Right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, and we'll probably have like a couple of minutes break between each episodes as well, so get up, have a drink, stretch your legs and everything I'm saying. Previously on Fallout. See? That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think where I've seen that dude before. The Gulpers. Carl McLachlan? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it just chundered all over him. Okay, yeah. Seriously, all the people playing in this are great. Like, Norm's actor. Like, okay, yeah. He knows he's not a physical person, but he's got the smarts. Yeah, and they've just found out that their mum's Pip-Boy, which is the arm thing, it's like control and stuff like that. It's done really well. Oh, excuse me. So yes, I have had a look into Fallout London. Yeah, I am going to be playing that at some point. I'm not sure exactly when though, because I want to try Fallout for. Oh, that's messed up. Yeah, I want to play Fallout 4 crowd control for a couple of weeks. Or I might just go straight to Fallout London. I don't know yet. No. I love how they've done that again. I know I keep going on about it, but seriously, the suits are so well done. Yeah, that's a legit thing they do. Yeah, that's gonna sting. Like they've done. I mean, that is pretty grim. Just having that head just sitting there, stinking up the place. And yeah, if I remember rightly, yeah, each episode is roughly like a day and maybe two in terms of time frame. It's around that sort of time period. Yeah. No. No, Maximus, you don't want to do this. No. No, don't be silly. Oh, you silly boy. Yeah. Now, disclaimer, I have seen this show before, but on these chats, watch-alongs, reactions, we work on the premise that if you've seen this before, no, you haven't. Yeah, you done goofed there, Maximus. I mean, I can understand where he's coming from, but yeah, that Titus is dead, eaten by Uruguay, which was the big bear thing. Big mutant bear. You're such a silly boy. Yep. Brotherhood of Steel. Fusion core removed. Yeah. Yeah, this universe we had the microchip revolution. Theirs was fusion. Like their fusion core's like that's big, and it can power pretty much anything. Well, obviously not because he doesn't have a fusion power core in his system. He's a doggo. So yeah, he's stuck in that because the shall we say the opening switch is on the outside, which is a bit of a flaw in the design, really, if you think about it. Obviously, no, you can open when there's power in it, but if there's no power, yeah, you can't do it. So he's sweating his bed. I mean, yeah, dude. Oh, great, it's the rad roaches. Yeah, there's a lot of mutant animals in this for obvious reasons. That's something somebody else pointed out as well, quite correctly, is radiation in this universe, the Fallout universe, works slightly differently with the bombs. I mean, standard radiation still works, but the bomb radiation is slightly different to what we would have had. And oh, who saved him? Hey, it's Lucy. Yeah, she's adapting surprisingly well. Yeah, that's it. Vent your frustrations. I think the Rad Roach is dead, but that's fine. You've had a stressful few days. I don't. Yeah, it's basically like being locked in your car, but a lot more confining. Because the yes, you have. Yeah, she's had a very rough week. Ah, and there's the radiation sickness. Yep. Honestly, it's surprising. She hasn't succumbed to radiation sickness beforehand, but it's right. Yeah, if she's at the Chunder stage, she's close to passing out from. Like you can just see it in her face. She is wrecked. Yeah. And I do again. Once again, I start again. Appreciate that. What's the word? She is not like perfectly makeup and everything else like that for a post-apocalyptic setting. Yeah. See. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she knows about power suits. I mean, Lucy is not stupid. She's just inexperienced. And there she goes. I think she's had a really good education, a decent upbringing, knowledge. She just doesn't know what the real world's like, and well, now she's learning. These two. Two brain cells amongst them both, and both of them are in norm. Pinky in the brain, basically. Yeah, the vaults in Fallout are messed up. Like, even yeah, there's a few what you could arguably call good vaults, but some of them are weird. Some of them are effed up. And to have three vaults together like this in close proximity is very strange. Well, sorry, no, not strange, unusual. Yeah. That's it, Chester. I forgot his name. Yeah, she knows he's lying. She's not stupid. It's like, okay, plausible deniability. Doesn't know, she may not know exactly what they've done, but yeah. Again, that's the other thing as well. That it's the medical technology in this is like way in advance of what we've got. It's not perfect, but yeah, an infusion of Radaway, boom, your body, pretty much all radiation in your body is removed. Like I say, she's smart. She thought ahead, put a tracker in the noggin. Yeah, she's got the knowledge. I mean, it's a good bargain, but he's not in a position to be able to bargain. That's the problem. Yeah. So was it? Was it? She's been uh, beaten up, used as bait, had her finger removed, basically poisoned, exposed to radiation. Somebody's tried to harvest her organs, and she's been attacked by ghouls. Like, as she said, she's had a rough week. Oh, yeah, and her dad's been kidnapped, which is why she's on this quest. Battle him of the Republic. Again, it's just the little touches that in this that make it good. Like when you see all the stuff in like in the background of the shops and stuff. That's why I keep the captions on this, so I can like when music comes on, it's like, oh, that's what it's called. Wow. Voting's very easy. Go in, make your mark, put it in the box, it gets counted. I'm trying to remember how many people there are in Vault 33. I think it's like about 400, something like that. Maybe in a bit. Like, it's enough to keep a population viable, but it's like a small town sort of thing. Of course, you don't see everybody all at once. Yeah, he's one of the candidates. That's it's like, yeah, that's fine. It's fine. That's what your vote is. I may not agree with it, but I agree with your rights to have that opinion. He's voting for Betty. Oh yeah, because she's been in the vault. Yeah, it's like the society that was and the society that is. See? Yeah, because they're underground. Oh, the little Lucy. Oh. Yeah, sorry. Are you a flat Earth conspiracy? Again, if you've ever played Fallout 4, the game, it's like the CRT monitors are basically like this. Because I say they didn't really have the microchip revolution, so they're still working on CRTs and that kind of thing. Overseer. Overseer. Yep. 31 to 33. 31 to 33. So anybody who was an overseer originally came from 31. And and Betty's come from Vault 31 originally. But again, I know I've seen those two guys before. Ooh, Jello. So they were all kids and stuff like that. There's probably about, what, 300 people there? Actually, no, it's probably even less than that. looking at the numbers, if we assume everybody's there, yeah, that's probably we're in about 200 people there. If that. Obviously, some got massacred at the beginning, which was nasty. Oh. Oh, this is a pickle. A bit of a standoff. 2 versus 2. Of course they're armed. And the thing is, he's technically not lying. He isn't armed. And because of her upbringing, was it conflict resolution? Diplomacy, almost? Yes. I mean, it's a good plan. Everybody stand to one side as far away as possible. Put your hands up to show you ain't got any shooters. Walk past carefully, slowly. You can show about her odd-looking finger. That was the one that was removed and technically replaced with necrotic tissue. But yay, for that medical technology, really freaking good. It's somewhat. It's a good idea. Yep, they've spied the Pip-Boy and know that that's worth a few caps. Oh dear. Yep, Maximus isn't stupid. Oh, right in the noggin. See, you've got pragmatism versus what's the word I'm looking for? Hopefulness? Yeah, she's like, yeah, that's what guns do, Lucy, remember? Guns are designed to kill. You don't point it. Oh. Oh, he's been shot. Oh. Just a flesh wound. Oh. Cannibals. Lovely. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. It's because they're doing, you come from, I mean, it was a confined paradise, but You see, they got classrooms. It is just like, well, it's more like a village rather than a town, I would say. Actually, I'm going to try to see if I can find out what the population is. Just try and find out. Ah, there you go. It was built to have a capacity of 220, but most people estimate it current population to be around 50. Ugh. That is not good for genetic viability. Oh dear. Which I suppose is why they have the three vaults together for just that reason, for genetic viability. Oh, I haven't said that. What is it? Is it something like 500 is the absolute minimum you need? Assuming a roughly balance of, everything. Mm. Yeah, every over. Every overseer has been originally from 31. Yeah, she got stabbed in the eye in the attack at the beginning. Yeah, Norm is a very, I'm not gonna say manipulative, but it's like it's almost like his brain is working at a completely different speed to everybody else. Like, this is not to say that everyone else in there is stupid, but he's just working faster. Interesting. Shady Sands. The new California Republic. That's a big Fallout thing. Very big in the Fallout universe. $34,000, that's a lot. It's already started. Damn, that's rough knowing that. Damn. Are you entire life's purpose? Yeah. Don't worry about that anymore. Yeah. Like literally what your vault was created for, as far as you're aware. Yeah, the new California Republic was, I believe, I But the first time I encountered them was in Fallout 3, and they are. Was it Fallout 3? It may have been Fallout New Vegas. One of those ones. Yep. There's a big crater. Yep. Shady Sands, it's not there anymore. Oh, damn. It's like if you ever watched an episode of Star Trek when the Borg attack a planet and they basically just go down and grab, there's no colony anymore. Yeah, that's when he was talking about bombs. He wasn't talking about the Great War. This is what he was talking about. And yet the fact he hid in the fridge is... that's got to be a joke. Reference to one of the Indiana Jones films. Oh yeah, dude's bleeding out. Yeah, it's yeah, they've still got the tracker. And that thing's embedded right in that head, so yeah, he's losing a lot of blood. Assuming his immune system's probably a little bit tougher because of his upbringing. Hawthorne Medical Laboratories, a division of Vault-Tec. Oh no. Yeah, Vault-Tec are like Omni company, and their products are simultaneously really freaking good, but also really freaking bad. It's a bit of a paradox, but like their good stuff is actually objectively very good. Like the mech suits, like their medicine, like their cyanide tablets. No, I'm not kidding. It is, yeah. They're an odd company. You know, they like dwarf like Microsoft, Apple, and everything else like that in terms of how much reach and integrations. Like probably at least 3/4 of stuff for the average consumer is made by or in association with Vault-Tec. And there's other companies as well, obviously, like Robco, which manages like the robots and things like that. But for your everyday consumer products, Vault-Tec. Oh dear. I wonder, could he have held onto the handle? I wonder. Yeah, you see that blood that was on the door as well. Okay, so there's a few more people there. It's probably closer to it's probably a bit more than 50. Hmm. Wait a minute. That place was a wreck. Yeah. Like, yeah. That place is cleaned. Like, yeah. That's it. It's showing what they're like. If you've never seen this place before, you were like, oh, that's pretty good condition. Yes, this is very suspicious. Still with toast in there? Yeah, he's like, he can tell that there's something's going on here. I was like, how? How did they get it so clean so quickly? Cover up! Yeah. As the address there was 665. There you go, there's the explanation for the three vaults. Separated but unit connected. Even the windows have the vortex symbol. Well, that's veiled. Oh, she knows. She knows. Notice that she didn't deny it. She's like, yeah, of course we cleared it up. They made a mess, but we cleared it up. But that's not what they're talking about. She knows. He knows. Damn. Oh, she is good. That sort of, wait, is she telling the truth? Is she lying? I don't know. Enough to put doubt in his mind, but also at the same time being very believable. That actress is great. She played yes, I know I've mentioned this before, but she is the one who played Blind Owl in the Deadpool films. Caution, falling objects. So I imagine that's the chute they fell down, and then they get put on trolleys, because they obviously wouldn't have landed on there. So somebody put them there, but it's a vault. It's another vault. Now, what's the vault number? Vault 4 by the looks of it? If I'm... Or 7? I was trying to look on their jumpsuits in the background. Okay, so that's the end of that episode. It was a pretty short one compared to the others. We should watch the this little end bit. It's not quite a post-credit scene, but you know, it's sort of, I don't know if it's like an overview, recap of the episode, shows off some interesting little tidbits here and there. So what I'm going to do is, once in about that's rough. In a few secs, once this is done, we're going to have a couple of minutes break, and then we'll go on to episode 2. So I'm just going to stop the timer right now. There we go. I remember that. Also, another bit of music as well is this. It's that juxtaposition between the sort of whimsical music and the almost like horrors of what's going on. Aaron Moten, there we go, Aaron. That's the name of the dude who plays Maximus. There we go. So yeah, we are going to stop there for like this is just a couple of minutes because I need to top up my drink and everything, and we'll be back shortly. Hey, he's back. Oh, I needed that. That was pretty much the old sticking my head under the water, with my face in the water. And literally, by the time I did that, turned around, made sure the cat was okay, because obviously it's a common misconception that cats can tolerate any heat. They can't. They just have a higher upper range that they are comfortable with. A good example for if you do have a cat and you see them panting, they are overheating. Now dogs, that's because they don't really sweat in the same sort of way. They pant a lot, so dogs don't have to worry too much unless it gets really excessive. But if you see a cat doing it, yeah, that means they are really freaking hot. Now, obviously, doesn't mean you have to panic. It just means you have to sort of keep an eye on them. And so that's what I was just doing. I was just making sure the clubby was okay. She's found a nice sheltered spot in my bedroom, in the shade, comfortable. I got a very dirty look for waking her up. It was definitely one of those, I was sleeping, why did you wake me up looks that she gives me. But I'd much rather have that than her being ill. So, yes, if you have kitties, doggos, ratties, burbs, snaky boys, or whatever, keep an eye on your pets as well, because some of them really, really can't handle the heat as well as you may think. But enough of that. That's your public service announcement for the day. I am going to start on episode 6, and it is called The Trap. So same as before, I'll do a 5-second lead in, and then we will begin. Sorry, 1 second before I do. Completely forgot to top up my cranberry juice. So it's remember, keep yourself hydrated, folks, but not just for hydration. You may find that just drinking water well, I say it's good if you can give you a headache. If you want to sort of not trust a treatment, but a good way to balance it out, get yourself a sports drink. They're designed to help with exertion. That's essentially what your body's going through when you're going through heat. You're going through exertion. So, which is why I get myself a electrolyte drink. I personally quite like Lucozade Sport, the orange one. It's very sugary, but it's good. It's good. I'm not sponsored by Lucozade, but I would gladly take their product to shill for it. I make no illusions on that front. Right, anyway, enough of me waffling and advertising for Lucozade. Let's start again. Episode 6, The Trap, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So, I need to check my phone again. Sorry. So I'm waiting for input. Oh yeah, the ghoul. I need to actually. So I need to plug my phone in. That's. So yes, it turns out that the Pip-Boy, a major figure in the Fallout universe, is based on the character that becomes the ghoul. The retrofuturism done so well. Oh, Galaxy News. Vault-Tec presents. So I mean, yeah, they have this fun in lots of things. Oh, it's Vault 4. There we go. test subjects. Yes, it's the whole communism thing. Oh, there you go, 200. At least for this vault, anyway. Now, there's an interesting thing about the Fallout universe that somebody pointed out, and I mentioned it last week. Whilst, obviously, there is some racism in there, it's not to the same level as like it is in reality in this universe. Their what's the word? Their bigotry goes towards those who have different political leanings, shall we say. Now, again, this is not to say that individual racism doesn't exist in the Fallout universe, because it does. But by this point in their history, it's just more a case of, no, I don't care the colour of your skin. What's your view on communism and stuff like that? That's where the because imagine if this was done in like the US's version of like 1950, that family would not be there, that lady would not be there. Teeth. Oh, he's one of those types. He's what we would call in this universe somebody with an MBA. Hmm. Yeah, he's an MBA. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, lovely. Now, I'm not sure if I'd be happy with a party happening at my house and only having a few hours' notice, but it's like, yeah. At the very least, I can. So, fine. But if I walk off and find myself a little space just to sit and chill for 5 minutes, leave me alone. Hey, doggo! Ah, a good pup. Oh, look at that doggo. Yes, remember, all dogs are good dogs. Reds losing territory. More troops deployed even to Far East. So I suppose it would be like the equivalent of what, like Clint Eastwood, Steve McQueen, that sort of character. Yeah. I dig the vibes, dig the music. I'm not sure I'd be happy with loads of people. Especially if they're having like what. Yes, it's Matt Berry. Father. No. And at least it didn't get shitty about being rejected. I like it when they actually show characters being like, alright, cool. See? Political ideology is the big no-no. I love that they got Matt Berry in this, and not just as a voice, but as him, basically as himself. It's like, no matter what character he plays, he always plays as Matt Berry, which is great. Or sorry, the... Damn. It's like, he plays a certain type of... No, he's not really playing Matt Berry, he's playing a certain type of character, and he plays them very, very well. Like, Rob Cogan. Yeah. Basically, anything I've seen him in, I've enjoyed. He's one of those type of actors for me. He was also in the show What We Do in the Shadows. Laszlo, I think he played. I was getting names of those, you know. He's in that. It's worth a watch. And yep. And the ghoul had one head of a party with an entire concoction of medical substances. Excuse me. Yeah, see, fusion cores, power vehicles, robots, armors. Damn. Title card. It's like glowing like a radiation. Yeah, every episode has a slightly different title card as well, which is great. I know there's only 8 episodes, and each episode is like sometimes a smidgen over an hour. Ooh, that's some good practical effects there. And some episodes are under an hour, but I'm glad for that because it means. Damn! I'm trying to think where I've not Lucy. What's it? The other lady. Her. I'm trying to think where I've seen her before. There's the. Oh. Courier. Damn. That's a smart move. So they're not saying there. You know, and we look after you just because they need it a smidgen longer. I forgot about it. Damn, Maximus. Yeah, this is his attempt at flirting. Wow. Well, I mean, wow. Oh, oh, it's he's wow. I mean, it's better to be straightforward with it than be, no. Wow, they obviously don't have sexual education in the Brotherhood. That's a good way of sort of showing how their characters are both so different. There's that sign again. Test subjects. Yeah, it looks very much like Vault 43. I mean, it's almost like they're using the same design. Yeah. See? Like now he's starting to see what life is like inside a vault. Hand holding. Very lewd. I mean, you got food, shelter, and a guy with only one eye. You may recognise that guy's voice as well. It's Jerry, guy who plays Jerry in Rick and Morty. Oh, I mean, dude's only got the. It's like it's like, what was the catch? This place is too nice. I mean, if that's the catch, that some of the people here have odd mutations, if that's the catch, I can deal with it. It'll be weird, granted, and I will raise an eyebrow every now and then, but it's like, what's going on? So I think he's probably seen people with mutations before. Yeah, she's got glowing eyes, tendrily things. Hmm. I mean, what's causing it? Is it because of the people from the surface having mutations coming in? I mean, maybe the vault thing is like to be open to people to visit, and it's kind of brought in weird tweaks to their genetics. You're a good dog. Not a fan of martini. Tried it. Not for me. I'm more of a sort of occasional. Oh, what do you call it? Oh, a Pip Boy. So obviously, it's where the Pip Boys get introduced. Good vaults. Aren't they all supposed to be good? Oh, I think she slipped up there a little bit. So, if there's good vaults, that obviously implies that there are bad vaults. That's not a pleasant thought, is it? Yeah. So, obviously, in our universe, we had the oil crisis and stuff like that. Theirs is uranium because their society is more focused on fusion. So, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And war never changes. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. What's what I'm looking for? Same as here. Oh, that's pretty dark. I forgot what I was going to say earlier. see. Yeah. Hmm. It's almost as if it's an echo or reflection of society in general. Oof. Gosh. Oh, yeah, remember what I was going to say earlier. Yeah. Even in a evil company, there are still a few decent people, is what he was trying to say earlier. But the company as an entity in its own right, yeah, and they've got their hands in everything. Basically, mm, that's what I was saying earlier. One of those people who just can't take a hint. Oh, that's an interesting look. Oh, oh, that's unpleasant. Why no animals in the vaults? You think they want to bring some animals in? Ah, don't think I like that. I mean, yes, I'm a cat person myself, but yeah, I'd want it to be dogs. No, I'm with Cooper on this one. He's angry, and rightfully so. Yeah, she makes some valid points there. I will give her that. I will give her that. Yeah, you may not agree with it, but she is your wife. Eesh. Yeah, because you can't see properly. Oh. It's like do you point out that the it's like the oh oh there's the bigotry. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, he's one of those types. He's doing the right thing, but he's being bigoted. Ugh. I both. Oh, I get it. Yeah, if you don't talk about it, how do we? How do you know not to talk about it if you don't talk about it? It's like the whole elephant thing. It's like, don't think about a pink elephant. It was, oh, what's that guy's name? Chris Parnell. Oh, I thought it was like her father. No, you got Ella Purnell and Chris Parnell. Very similar names. But yes, Chris Parnell is the guy who played Jerry. There's the suit, the T60. Yeah, boy. I mean, that is a, you can't deny that is a dope looking suit. It just doesn't have a power core. So at the moment, it's just a novelty paperweight. Ah, light. Ooh, that's a, oh, that hum and glow. Yeah, that thing is immaculate. That's like perfect. I mean, probably not the original coils and stuff, but it's, damn, does it look good. Again, that hum. Vroom. Fusion core. See? And the thing is, the fusion core tech is really simplistic in their universe. It's literally take out, put new one in. There you go. Start, cycle core, eject. And obviously, you know, there's the controls for what the stuff where it's plugged into, but the actual fusion power system itself is incredibly simple by design. It's weird. Up there, yeah, especially being up in the service, then being in the vault. And yeah, he's been a bad boy. Ooh, your own room already? Yeah, he's never had a hot shower before. Or maybe what he considers to be a hot shower is water that's not freezing your bits off. Ah, there's the foosball table. Why would they have? I suppose it's to simulate the more sort of stereotypical American street sort of thing, isn't it? Having the post box on the outside with the little thing that goes, "There you go, you have a letter." Now we don't really have that over here, but we have the flaps in the post box in the door and stuff. But I get why they would have it to sort of simulate it. Yeah, don't worry about the key because that's what your Pip Boy's for. That's actually not a bad place. Remember, he came from the brother. Oh, deviled eggs. The same deviled egg. Hey, before one, that's pretty spacious. Hey, the decor's a little bit questionable in places, but it's not something I would outright turn down. You've got a TV, you've got a window, got curtains, a record player. This is all like, I mean, for someone who's like running water, pre-war tech, this is like something that the Brotherhood would be very interested in. Like, that's soap. Yes. It's like the first time a person stayed like in a luxury hotel. Slippers, bathrobe, cav caviar, little cakes as well. I can't eat caviar. It's basically it's seafood in general. I can't eat. Causes an unpleasant reaction. It's basically it's not quite an allergy. It's like a gluten intolerance or something like that. So it's a bit. Just listen to what's happening in a minute. Just you may want to. If you're a Fallout fan, you would appreciate what's going to happen in a couple of seconds. It's basically the Fallout theme. Specifically Fallout 4. New California Republic. Fall of Shady Sands. A nuke. Yeah. Shady Sands got nuked. There we go. That's the bit. And there's so many fans were just like, it's like, ah. As I say, it's the little things that just turn it from being a good show to a great show. I mean, part of me does agree with Maximus. It's like, yeah, they're a bit too friendly, but that's just me being a bit cynical. It does feel like a western town, doesn't it? There, there's the governor in his. Ew. Yeah, because he needs to replace his finger. I'm trying to remember. With Lucy's finger. I'm trying to remember. Can ghouls feel pain? I think they can, but not to the same level like us smooth skins do. I'm trying to remember if they can or not. This is another reason why I want to play Fallout 4 and Fallout London again. Spite. Ew. Oh. I love the sass that he does. He's great. No, it's not. Local government, sure, but not the president. Oh, that sounds impressive. And now he's got his finger working again. Yay. I freaking love the Ghoul as a character. He's great. Yeah. Ooh! Right in the Jambroni. Was a good idea to double tap. Oh, he knows her. Oh. Oh. Oh, that card design's great. Not practical, but it looks good. No, 1-2 person car? Yeah. Pop into the shops, picking up some groceries here and there? Yeah. Taking the family on a long drive? Not so much. Why are they taking off all their Pip Boys? I suppose, like some places going to like retake your shoes off or whatever, so I suppose it's that kind of thing. Like, just at least trying to respect their traditions. Which is very open-minded of her, and can't fault her for that. Like, well, it's unusual, but hey. There's a lovely bit of stained glass there. It's all culty vibes, isn't it? Yeah, this is definitely giving me culty vibes. Like in, like when I'm playing Elder Scrolls, if in doubt, it's a cult. Like, um, oh, okay. They're all getting in the nuddy. Everybody is getting in the nuddy. Except for Lucy. Yeah, this is a cult. This is definitely a cult. Got odd chanting Flame Mother. This is very uncomfortable to watch in a way. Like I say, this is. Yeah, you're spreading ashes of people. And that's why they're getting nuddy. Yeah, it's a cult. And are they drinking? Yeah, they're drinking blood. It's probably just cranberry juice IRL, but still. Yeah, that's her from episode 1. But that was like 300 years ago. in the show's time. Yeah. What's going on? Yep, and that's the person who took your dad. Yeah. That's what you call a bit of a pickle. It's like he wants to stay and she wants to go. Damn. Yep, he's been like, I want to stay. She was gonna say something else then. Oh, temperature's starting to drop a little bit. Not that much. Yeah, it's a nice robe. Yeah. Yeah, the irony, she wants to leave, he wants to stay. I mean, from his point of view, he's just been given access to paradise. Hmm. But you're not supposed to go to level 12. Why not go to level 12? Well, I suppose she's going to find out. See how much time I've got to. There's about 5 minutes left if I'm right. No, 5 minutes for the credits. That's not as nice and cleaned up as the upper levels, is it? What's that? Oh, sorry, trying to read what's on the sign. Yeah, that's giving me horror vibes. Excuse me. Sorry, a bit gassy. I do apologise. Yeah. Oh, that's one of the goal puts from earlier. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's a face. Those are body parts. Yep, those are body parts. They've been doing some kind of biological themed experiments. Okay, that's a woman who would have been in that tank. Okay, yeah. Looks like she's pregnant. Giving those. Oh, that is. Oh, they're using. Oh, human incubators. And of course, their first instinct is to look for food. And the only bit of food they've got. Cannibalistic creatures. That's not a good sign. Very much. Yeah. I think that would be like, after seeing that video myself, I'd be like, you know what? Oh, that's another person. A pregnant person. Oh dear. They're either dead or they're frozen. Some kind of cryotube. And oh, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7. There's at least 7 cryotubes in that chamber alone. Maybe more. And I think we found out what this. I think we found out what this vault's problem slash secret is. Oh, it's the dude with the nose on his forehead. Oh, so they're still alive. Which, if they are being used as human incubators, which is a horrible thought. I'm looking in the background because you know there's going to be some. Yeah. Specimen control. That's a harpoon. Oh, that is. Yeah. We've now entered horror film vibes territory. Yeah. And she's combat trained. Ow. You're sitting there watching a show about a waterfall. It's like, eating popcorn. Oh, and popcorn for ages. And there we go. That was yeah, that's one heck of a way to end it. Like, oh fiddlesticks. Yeah, that's I gotta watch these in bits. I don't think there's any post-credit scene, but I'll just quickly scan ahead. No, there's just these bits. Oh, yes, a radio station. I'm just looking in the back. Of course, you've got a random skeleton just sitting there. I freaking love this show. I'm so glad that they're doing second season, and I really hope it gets a third one. So that's basically me done for tonight. As I mentioned at the beginning, there is a very good chance with regards to the heating stuff that's going on in this part of the world, especially specifically in the UK, and the way that our country is really not set up to handle heat, especially our buildings. They're great in winter, they suck in summer, especially if you've got like a south-facing window or something like that. You get it all day, which is great when you want it to be warm. Not so good when you want. I'm lucky, but the way I'm sitting right now, that direction is north. That direction is almost directly south. So I get the sunlight in the east, which sucks in the morning for my sleep issues. It also means that like this side, where the window and everything is. I mean, it's getting reasonably cooler now, but yeah, it's great for light. Not so great when I want to try and sleep in, but it's one of the reasons why I have blackout curtains in my bedroom. Anyway, I'm starting to waffle. That's a sign my brain's starting to go like the fuzz. So yes, as I was saying, there is a small chance that next week the episodes or streaming episodes. Stop there for a second. The streaming sessions, there we go, may have to be cancelled at the last moment because, like today, I mean, it wasn't so bad today because I've been keeping on top of it with my electrolyte drinks, which have been going really well. But I'm at my limit. I'm not feeling nauseous, and I think if I was trying to play a game at the same time, it would just be like, brain fuzz. But me just sitting, watching, talking, that's a lot more passive compared to playing a game. So the games may be postponed at the last moment, but it does look like it is. It looks like the worst for the next week is probably going to be tomorrow in terms of temperature, or at least where I am, possibly hitting about 33, and then dropping down to a nice 29 on sort of Tuesday, 29, 28 on Tuesday. Again, it all depends if we get rain or not. If we get rain, that could be good. It could be bad, depending upon what it makes the humidity. We have a weird weather system here in the UK. We really do. But yeah, it's just basically as a heads up that streams can be cancelled at the last moment. But generally speaking, I will know by around lunchtime whether or not I'm going to be okay, which is good because it's like this is not something that goes away after a few hours. It's like by lunchtime, the heat temperature is like, oh yeah, it's really making it bad. But yeah, I'm waffling, so I'm just going to stop there. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see everybody whenever. Hopefully, don't let yourself get too overhot, and keep an eye on your pets as well. Good night.